Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Tea&Art. I hope you all are well. So let's start today's video. So today I am going to show you JDiction for RQ resin, and with this resin I'm going to make the
This is
bloom.
the reason it has its own booklet. You can see all the instructions in this book. So I'm going to now mix the resin. It is a fairly simple way of making resin flower blooms. I usually use a low viscosity resin, but sometimes I do use this one as well. Both resins have different results. I have seen that with this 4R cure resin, you get a different bloom, and with the other one, the low viscosity one, where you wait, gives you a different
This is the
result.
mold that I'm going to use today. So I love this mold. Actually, this is a 3-tier mold, and it is meant for a cake stand, or you can a cupcake stand, sweet, or a stand, whatever you want to make it. But I am using it as a tray here today. So I have mixed my resin. With this resin, you don't have to wait or do anything. Just simply mix the resin, add to your mold, and then mix your white. And if you want to add any alcohol inks at this stage, you have to add that. So this is what I will be doing. So I'm not going to fill this up thoroughly because there is going to be a second layer. So I'm going to leave some gap. I'm using my heat gun, so just the resin moves here and there as it's getting warmer, so it do affects the resin temperature as well. So with the fast cure resin, you just need to work a little fast. So here I'm just selecting the colors that I'm going to use for my alcohol ink. So I'm using different colors. So this is 20 ml of resin into the container, and to this 20 ml of resin I use casting craft for my white pigment paste, and around, you can say, it depends, sometime I add 8 drops, sometime 9 and 10. So this is usually the drops that I use. And again, it has 20 ml of resin. So this is a combination, or you can say a recipe, that is always amazing for making the blooms. The flower blooms don't sink, never this happens, and you get a lovely flower result. So here it is mixed now, and after that I'm going to add the alcoholics. So up till now, you have seen a lot of way of making blooms. You can simply use a stick, you can use a piping bag, you can use a jiffy bag, you can use any tool to create patterns. And now I think it's going to be more experimental. I'm going to draw different shapes and petals here just to see how it's going to bloom. So I am just using a normal jiffy bag here. So I'm just pouring my resin into the bag. Just make sure that there are no bubbles into your resin, because when you're going to use a resin that contains bubble, it's going to create that bubble into the flower, and then you get some circular emptiness into your flower. If this happens to you, this is because of that. So just avoid that and wait until you don't have no bubbles in your resin. Now I'm going to cut a tip. So cutting the tip of this jiffy bag or the piping bag, it's really up to you. The petal will be delicate when you're going to do a thin cutting, or if you're doing a bit on the medium size, it really do affect the size of the petal, the bloom, everything. So I'm just keeping it in between. So in the center, I'm going to add some dots. So this is what I will be doing for this center. And for my outer edges, I'm going to do a little bit of experiment creating the spring effect. So there will be a combination of different designs, and you can see that the dripping, I do control this in my hands because I don't want big blobs into the flower. So here I'm doing that. So this is going to be an instant decision what to do next. So I thought I'm going to create some petals here, just like this. Simple petals where there is a gap. And then I will be making smaller petals in the center also. So without disturbing, I will leave this to cure, and I will see you next day.
So this is the next day. I can see there is something lovely to be, I think, seen on the other side. But for now, I'm going to do a background. And for my background, I'm using this yellow mica. So what I did different here is there, I wanted a different shade of yellow and I was creating here. So in this resin, I added some acrylic paint. Then I added some mica and then I added some acrylic inks. And this is the disaster that happened the next day. You can see the bubbles and everything. I really don't know what happened here. It maybe made it to cure really fast or something. And when I was watching this, it didn't happen. You can see there is a little area that is perfect. Other than that, I don't know what happened here. It's I think the combination of pigments that I added into the resin just to get the color. Sometimes I get very comfortable with resin, but resin tells me that please don't do that. I am resin and I have my own mind. So this was something lesson learned. Because this was an 4-hour cure resin, it might have some chemical reaction or something has happened. And I was really, as much I wanted to demold it, and then on the back of this it's really just like something, a plague happened here. So let's see what's the front look like, and then we will discuss about the back, what to do with that. So that's the mold, and now I'm going to show you how the flower look like. And here we go. Okay, yeah, that is a lovely flower. I think the yellow background give it a lovely look, a combination here. And the center, so some areas were bloomed like I wanted, but some areas the dot remained a little bit like themselves. But I am loving the spring effect that I created. It is creating that lovely bell look of a petal. And I think it is a lovely flower. But for the back, I was really thinking what to do. At a point I was disheartened. I thought I'm just going to throw this. Then I thought I'll just going to sand this. So first of all, with the help of the pliers, I'm going to remove these big, I really don't want to name them. I'm just removing them, and after that I will sand them, sand the back, and we will see if I get any finish from the back. So before doing the sanding, let's have a close look of the petals that I'm talking about. That center is looking good, and then the petals, these are the spring petals, and then I created the other shape of the petal. And now I'm going to sand this. So this is doing the sanding. I think I got a lovely base, and I was thinking to add a felt to the base, a yellow felt, so that will complete the look. And then some extra resin, just a little bit of dripping here and there, just cleaning up the edges, and then I'm going to do the top coat. So after removing all the excess resin that I had on the back, so the back is smooth now, and I think I'm going to add the felt. And for now, I'm going to do the top coat. I have fixed my resin here, and for the top coat, I am using the epoxy that is specifically designed for doing the top coats by JDiction. This is there. High gloss epoxy resin. And to my resin, here I haven't had any glitter, but then I added a little bit of iridescent glitter into the resin just to create that sparkliness. That's it. I really don't know what was going in my mind. The back of this flower tray was on my mind, so I just wanted to decorate the front as much as I can. Although I think the bloom is lovely on its own, but still, sometimes mishap happen. This is a perfect example where the flower bloomed lovely and the back turned out to be ugly. Whereas we always worry about the flower blooms and never thought about that sometimes things like this also happen. So here I'm just simply doing this on the top because it is a very fine glitter, and when I'm going to use the heat gun, it's going to mix itself into the resin. So that's what I will be doing now. So this is done. I'm going to leave this to cure and I will see you next day with the final results. So here we go. This is the final result of the flower. I turned it into a stand, just a simple plain stand, and I think it turned out to be a nice flower tray. I think it's perfect for picnics, or if you're having some parties at your house, you can put some cupcakes or stuff like this, or chocolates. So this was a lovely way of doing an experiment. So I will be creating some different designs of the petals and see how the flower blooms other than the normal way we do. So I think that is something that now from now on I will be doing. So I really love how this one turned out and I hope you liked it too. And I get a lot of questions for beginners. So I think for beginners, 4-hour cure resin is very friendly and you just don't have to wait or do anything. And I have told you about a recipe where you just need 20 ml of resin, and do that. Just add 8 drops of casting craft, mix it, use a piping bag, use a dotting tool, anything to make your petals. I think you will be successful. Do let me know if you try. It is a lovely recipe and I don't think so you can get any fails. And if you want to add alcohol inks, or if you just want to do the practice with the simple black and white pattern, it is lovely on its own. So I will link everything in my description if you like to treat yourself. Like, subscribe and share. Thumbs up if you like the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider do so and take very good care of yourself. Bye bye.